assassins live in the shadows. They're dark, mysterious and deadly individuals who move unseen, leaving only the occasional corpse as evidence of their passing. Amateurs. Shroud believes anyone who moves completely unseen and unknown will end up a penniless assassin, like a thin chef, a bad advert for their services. Shroud's approach to killing is to do it loud and do it proud. By his reckoning, if you kill someone, you should make sure everyone knows who did it while giving them no evidence to prove it. Do it this way, and you will not only get repeat business, but the added benefit of averted eyes when you move through a crowded room to complete your next contract. Hide in plain sight. Leave your bodies where they can be found, and freeze people with a smile. That way you can dress in black silk rather than faded grey sackcloth. Shroud wouldn't be seen dead in sackcloth. A member of the Conclave, Albion's best-known secret society, Shroud has been trained in the arts and crafts of covert killing. Alongside the day-to-day practical assassin skills of bookkeeping, villager relations, advertising, legal evasion, and debt collection, the Conclave is said to have ears in every room, an eye on every person, and a reach that is almost as long as its memory. This mysterious, sinister, ancient and adjective-obsessed group of assassins offers its services to anyone in Albion who must remove human obstacles. Lord or peasant, man or woman, hob or puck, none are safe from the Conclave once a contract has been signed and paid for. Admittedly, the people who say this the loudest are members of the Conclave, but anyone wishing to dispute it would be wise to think more than twice before saying anything face-to-face with one of their black-cloaked killers. Qualifying top of his course after Shroud's two closest rivals were found dead in not-so-mysterious circumstances, Shroud is certified as a swift, deadly-moving shadow. Enrolled into the secret society's Shadow League straight from graduation, Shroud has continued to climb the ranks of the Conclave, with many of its members certain that he'll become the Conclave's youngest ever master. Though, as with many things said about Shroud, it is hard to see where the rumors end and the truth begins. If the rumors of his favor within the Conclave are true, then the question must be asked, why would the organization let one of their best and brightest free from his contracts to join the heroes in Brightlodge? Could it be to spread the word of their deeds? Or is it to gather information on the heroes' strengths and weaknesses in case they become a danger to the Conclave? Maybe Shroud has climbed too far too fast and upset his betters? Maybe he was caught with his arrow in the wrong sternum? Or is it that he has the blessing of the Conclave to have one last hurrah before dedicating himself fully to their cause? Whatever the truth behind his arrival, Shroud seems to be enjoying Brightlodge, using the time to demonstrate his ruthless commitment to turning life removal into an art form. Intent on becoming the most famous member this secret society has ever known. Whilst some of the Conclave's assassins get to practice their skills 3 to 4 times a year, Shroud can use hearing as a way to stay sharp and battle-hardened, honing his assassin skills as he builds a valuable reputation for himself. But what of Shroud himself? Who is the man behind the assassin? Where is he from? This mystery seems even deeper than his reasons for coming to Brightlodge. Is the truth that Shroud comes from Samarkand? Maybe Shroud is secretly a lordling, or the disgraced bastard child of a king? Was Shroud once a woman, and he used will to change gender to disguise his true identity? Many are the rumors, But whichever are true, one thing is certain. Shroud is dedicated to making every death a work of art. A master of the martial arts, he is fascinated by the lethal mechanisms and minor magics that assist him in his trade. If the night is silent, the shadows are thick, and someone doesn't like you, then that business card on your pillow means it is already too late. It may shock you to know that most of Shroud's abilities were different forms of arrows, such as Shock Arrow, which launches an arrow loaded with lightning, which you can then trigger to stun nearby creatures. Another arrow in the quiver was Arrow Bomb. Shroud prepares a special trap arrow. When it lands, it starts counting down to an explosion. Even Shroud's arrows had arrows. Multi-shot is where Shroud would load a special arrow that splits to hit several enemies at once. When you are a long-range assassin, arrows can't be your only tool. Cloak would allow Shroud to slip into the shadows and become invisible to creatures and villains alike. Shroud stands out as one of the most ruthless, efficient killing machines Albion has ever known, with emphasis on known. Trained by a secretive and shadowy order of assassins, he realized the ability to dispatch anyone he pleased was pointless if no one knew about it. Now he's out to become the most famous secret assassin the world has ever seen. Choose Shroud if you like to lurk at long range, dealing high-precision damage at a distance.
Watch it.
Brightlodge was but one decent arrow distant. Shroud had passed up a lot of work to get this far, but if the rumors were correct, it would all be worth it. Red caps weren't Shroud's typical quarry. They were rarely worth his fee. But he had a plan, and soon all of Albion would know his name.
were loads of them. All teeth and spikes and eyes. Oh, they'll have made such a mess of my petunias.
If I had my way, you'd be dead already. But seeing as I'm not quite myself, how can I help? Ah, you there! Serve malice and assist this farmer.
Lovely carrots and first red caps, now visitors. Who's next? Get ready. And zap! Huh? Whoa!
Third time this week that little so-and-so has run off with the first sniff of a red cap. Well, help yourself to that chest he presumed I'd drag along after him. That'll learn him a lesson.
Excellent! Now, stride forth with malice and conquer Brightlodge! Now! Fine. Stride forth with malice and happily visit Brightlodge!
Shroud wasn't one for charity work, but this other adventurer, this hero, had intrigued him. Friend or competition?
Not very much. I was nearly down to my last spleen there. The name's Leech. From those calves, I'd say you twos were on your way down to Brightlodge, but it's hero business too.
I am not able to choose. When the
Be in a pair of
all will fear the name of man.
Zap!
Heroes were myths, relics from the past. But that was the opportunity. For Shroud understood more than most the advantages of becoming a myth.
Hello. I might be tippled.
Well, a little gift.
Oh, go on then. Can't miss a chance to get me hands on a few more squishy bits.
Someone had summoned these would-be heroes. And to do that, they must be exactly the sort of client Shroud was after.
Like so training.
And dance.
Don't wiggle now.
Shroud would take some convincing this was the way to work. A group of admirers was one thing, but there was a serious danger here of having to share the credit.
Can't kill them from down there.
Tar very much, Shroud.
Did you hear that? Poor bloody heroes! Will you stop clanking through here? I'm trying to sleep!
Fancy that head on a stick. This is almost as much fun as my section.
And aim. Let's fly! What have we got?
It's a haymaker!
So, shall we go to Brightlodge? I find out if I really am.
Brightlodge in all its glory. Bustling streets, soaring spires, and hopefully one rich man with a lot of enemies to take care of.
If you're delivering more flowers, you're too late. We're nearly ready to start the... Oh, blimey. More heroes. Sorry about that. Welcome to Brightlodge, the pride of Albion and seat of Wendelglass the Magnificent. You can't go in now.
King, no earthly power shall...
King! Here was the perfect opportunity to demonstrate his talents. Time to make his services available.
Yeah.
You've arrived! Well, my legacy. No one's ever gonna forget the name Wendelglass the Magnificent. I knew this day would come. I built this town up from the rocks, and now you, the heroic peach on my kingly pudding. Now, I'll be opening the festivities in just a few minutes, and I want you front and center. But before that great honor, I've just one thing to ask. Could you pop by my boy? He's a quiet sort, and it'd do him good to see a real hero.
No, I'm not the Wendelglass you're after. Oh. Hello?
To think Becky wanted to call it off. This was the fastest I've ever met.
I suppose Father sent you. He does so like to keep me included. Still, nice to see a friendly face. Oh yes, I had to give you a message. Wendelglass Hall would very much like it if you posed for a portrait. Would you be able to pop down and see Colin?
You.
Tell me all.
Nothing like my initial sketches. Well, we'll soon sort that out. Brightlodge must have an accurate record of this momentous occasion. Hold that pose, right there. Marvelous. I shall have your portrait ready in a jiffy.
And don't you look magnificent? Everything I'd hoped, and more. Citizens, subjects of Brightlodge, we stand at the dawn of a new age. An age of kings, an age of heroes. The myths of the past are returned to us. And it is I, Wendell-Glass the First, who has brought them to you. No more do we need fear the world beyond the bridge. No more shall we cower in homes of mud and stone. No more...
My children, stolen from their home, stolen from me, from life itself. You wanted them, Wendell-Glass. You wanted their adoration. Let me look at you. You don't deserve them. And so, you shall join them.
Right between the eyes.
Well, here was a change. Instead of killing a king, it seemed Shroud was about to rescue one. Still, the skills were largely the same, and he was nothing if not adaptable.